and speak correctly.
Speak well, Dad.
Now,
No,
come
save your seat.
You know
Hold
Bean,
on.
don't you?
I
You
do.
know Sarah.
How are you?
Wow. Sarah.
Hi,
How are you?
Sarah.
Nice to see you.
And you?
It's ages ago.
Hello, Joel.
Hello, Matthew.
See the cast is off, do you?
How is he?
Cast is off your man's
Yeah,
Well, now you'll realise
Lovely, hey?
they're game for a surprise as well as a laugh, because they've given me the chance to say star impressionist and singer Faith Brown tonight. This is your life.
Oh, God!
Oh, he's not joking.
Not joking at all. We've interrupted all these rehearsals for that. We got lots of surprises across the other side of the river, all of which you're going to enjoy. My thanks, Henry. Thank you, Matthew, Sarah, and Jeremy. And they're all game for a laugh, now game for another bit of fun and surprises. Haven't spoken yet. Well, Faith, I bet you haven't said so little for a long time as you did there back at the studios.
Amazing. I couldn't say a word. I couldn't do an impression if you would ask me.
Well, Faith Brown, this is your life, or should I say lives, because these days you entertain millions of viewers on television with shows like the Faith Brown Awards and the Faith Brown Chat Show, in which all the guests are, of course, Faith Brown.
Just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you.
Faith, when you were a cabaret singer, those now famous impressions of yours were party pieces for friends. Until one night at a club in Preston 7 years ago, you were in the middle of a number, reaching for a high note.
When your zip burst and you burst into your impressions.
He was with you that night, of course, your husband, Len. Len, what happened? She's going to talk to you later. What happened that night in Preston?
Well, Eamon, to cover her embarrassment, she called to me. I was off stage, you see, and she called to me to get her a pin from the dressing room, but she did it in a Hilda Baker type of voice. Hello, you go on,
Why
you
did
can
you
do it.
shout at her?
Go on.
Oh, will you get me a pin out of the dressing room? Will you?
I'm sorry.
So what did you do? You
So
did?
I got the pin, of course, and the show had to go on, so I jumped on the stage and started pinning up a dress and hoping that it'll survive. Of course, the people just fell about. They just thought it was hilarious and thought it was part of the act. And of course,
has since become, of
yes,
course.
of course we
Well,
know.
Len can't be quite sure just who he's got around the house these days, because watching you prepare your impressions at home, someone else seems to be following your multi-voiced example. When you left home today, she was off to school with Dad, but just look at that screen to see what she really got up to. Your 4-year-old daughter and very apple of your eye, Danielle.
And the gorgeous lollipop is right. Ship to the candy shop where the bum-bums play. Happy Lantica, Chocolate Bay. Goodbye, Mommy.
Mother's footsteps. Well done, Danielle. Well, Faith Brown, this is your life, and the success you enjoy today isn't the first taste of fame you've had in that life. For I'm sure there are many watching tonight who'll recall a certain pop-singing group from the Liverpool of the early 60s, this group, the Carols, and this number.
But we're in this thing together. We're gonna make it last forever.
We're all in this thing together, and in on our secret tonight, the other three members of the Carols, of course, your brothers Ron, Lee, and Mike. Of course, when you sang with the boys here, you took the family name of Carol, and straight away, let's complete the Carol family. Your eldest brother, Arnie, with his wife, Betty. And here, too, Ron's wife, Jean, Lee's wife, Marilyn, and Mike's wife, Barbara. And last, but by no means least, your dad, Jim Carroll. And Jim, of course, it's no surprise to you that your daughter's such a show business success.
Definitely not, Eamon. When her mum was alive, she used to encourage Faith's singing and dancing, even as a tot. And the first stage was the bar in a pub.
Arnie, it's right, isn't it?
That's true, yes.
Arnie, you especially remember that pub.
That's right, Eamon. My late grandparents had the Swan Inn in Scotland Road in Liverpool, and when my mother took us down there on visits, she would climb up onto the bar and do a dance for the customers, keep them all happy.
Well, Faith Brown, you were born at 12 Olney Street, Walton in Liverpool, and christened Irene Monica. You were middle child of the family, 2 brothers older, 2 brothers younger. Your father, Jim, was a metal machinist, and your late mother a shop assistant. That was your first job, too, when you left St. Francis de Sales School, Walton, aged just 15. But Liverpool was the capital of pop in the early 60s, and talent contests abounded in local dance halls. And Ron, you had a group, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a 4-piece group, and we'd entered for this competition. We were certain we were going to win it. And then on the last minute, a young lady turns up and walks away with £50, you know. And it was a 15-year-old Faith Brown.
Thank you.
What a nerve you had, taking the money from under their noses.
I wouldn't do that for the world for your darling.
And she got 1 or 2 more bookings after that.
Only one more booking.
But because of that talent for pleasing audiences, a friend recommends you to step into a very important role, and you're booked for a special performance.
Now remember to tell them, this is the oven cleaner that can clean anything, including the kitchen sink.
He was your boss at Lewis's in Liverpool, the store 19 years ago, Dave Jones. So, Dave, you took on Faith as a demonstrator of oven-cleaning fluid. How did she do?
She was a natural, Eamon. On her first day, I left Faith on her own for a couple of hours. She'll remember that. And when I returned, she had sold out completely, every single can. Terrific. Just shortly afterwards, a rival demonstrator came down from Glasgow, selling a competitive oven cleaner. And when he started in his Glaswegian accent, of course, he had the crowds round and so on. And then Faith just completely switched to a perfect Glasgow accent. He just completely dried up. And she got all the crowds back again, of course, and did she sell some oven cleaner? I suppose you could say that was the, when she first started to demonstrate her terrific talent for impersonations. Lovely to see her again.
Thanks
very much. Thank you, Dave Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, shop girl during the day, but evenings find you in all your glamour in the first regular show business booking you had, singing to your fans in front of this band at the Rialto Ballroom in Toxted. Here you are.
But Faith, when it come to romantic ballads, you weren't just singing for the dancers.
For 5 years you sang with his dance band right up